close to just driving over into Calgary and going into Canada, but we didn't go. But I think Canada is breathtaking. And a lot of TV shows and movies shoot up in Canada. So if ever I come up to Canada to shoot a TV show or movie, I'll let you know, Sally. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. I'm not old. I'm not. Thank you, Diane. No, I am not. Actually, when I was your age, I remember a lot of, I always had older friends. A lot of my friends were, I had friends my age, but I had friends that were always like 10, 15 years older than me. I think I just kind of have a little bit of an old soul. And all the women that were in their 30s would tell me that the 30s are the best decade to be a woman, and it's true. It's true because you know how to say what you don't want. You know how to say what you do want, and the most important thing is that you're not afraid to say it. And a lot of times, growing up, you're figuring out what's it all about. In your 20s, you're all over the map. What do I want to do with my life? This is working, that isn't working. I like him, I don't like him, he likes me, he doesn't like me. There's all these different things, and that's a very natural thing, the road in your 20s. I am single, so I wasn't married. I wasn't in any kind of like long-term relationship. I had dated, people on and off. I had a couple of long-term relationships, but it was really an exploratory time for me. So now in my 30s, and I did all this work in my 20s, I feel very grounded, and I feel very powerful and beautiful from the inside. Beautiful with who I am and choices that I make. And so yeah, the 30s are fantastic. Let me see. Oh, someone likes my reunion episode too. That's Bianca. If it's okay with you, you were stuck on the TV show, what would it be and why? If you were stuck on one TV show, what would it be and why? Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit obsessed with Lost. And Anila would be very happy because it shoots in Hawaii. I pretend like I'm Evangeline Lilly on that show. It's a little weird. Like, I'm obsessed with that show to the point where I'll sit on my couch and cry, and I feel like I know all the characters, like they're my friends. And maybe I'd like to be stuck on that show because then I could be in Hawaii forever and always. That or something along the lines of a Grey's Anatomy or a Boston Legal. I like the hour-long dramas that have the weight and also the levity, the kind of quirky nature of being a human being, the eccentricities that we all have, but also weighting it in the drama. As much as I love being on a 4-camera comedy like True Jackson, I think if I were to move into something next, I'd like to be in an hour-long dramedy, like a Grey's, or even maybe something along the lines of a Desperate Housewives. But it gets a little bit campy. That gets a little soapy. Okay, Lost. That's my final answer. Thanks, Danielle. Write my own stories all the time. Wow, thanks, Danielle. That means so much. Good. I'm so glad. Yeah. Study. Workshops, writing, study the classics. You're going to be great. What books do you like? Of course I know Jane Austen. Pride and Prejudice is your all-time favorite novel. I have been reading a book called Eat, Pray, Love. Right now, I'm just in the last final trip in Indonesia. It's Italy, India, and Indonesia, and I'm kind of in that last chapter where she finds love, and that's been really fascinating. I've also been reading a bit. I read a bit of J.D. Salinger over the summer, some of his short stories, which is always really incredible. And what's the other book by my bedside that I'm reading right now? Before the movie came out, I wanted to read The Time Traveler's Wife, which the movie was sweet, but does not compare at all to the way in which this story unfolds. In fact, Tap Jazz Ballet, I don't know your first name. Is it Jacqueline? Maybe it's Jacqueline. Okay, Jacqueline. Read The Time Traveler's Wife because it's such a unique way of unfolding a story, the storytelling. I mean, he's bouncing back and forth, so sometimes it can get a little bit jumbled, and you have to, sometimes I had to go, whoa, where am I, what decade am I in, how old is he, how old is Claire, but it was quite beautiful and really original. So those are some of my favorite books. Okay. Hi, Danielle, NT Live Webcast. I'm going through those right now. I'll send you a Facebook message later. Okay, cool. Aquarius. Kari from Facebook. It's an honor to have you as a friend. Well, thanks, Kari. It's good to have you as a friend, too. NT Live Webcast. I'm a huge fan. I love music, art, and actor model yourself. Awesome. Us artists need to stick together. I'm so glad we're friends. Steph J44, Amanda's voice is obviously different than yours. How did you come up with Amanda's voice? Okay, so I have to take a drink of water. Hold on. Amanda, when I got the sides for Amanda, I just had this vision of how she walked in her high heels, always in heels, how she talked, the way she carried herself. It just came to me. So I don't know if it was from watching, movies in the past where, like, for example, Samantha in Sex and the City. That may be a show that a lot of you aren't able to watch because it has a kind of adult content. But her voice on that show is very kind of affected. And I was watching the movie the other day, and I was like, oh, maybe I got a little bit of Amanda from Samantha. I didn't even realize it, but I think, what would Amanda say? Like, Oscar, I need you to laminate my new seating chart. No, that's too big. No, that's too small. Perfect. I don't know. It just made sense. That's about that. Let's see. I'm a huge fan. Nice opinion on being 30. Can't wait. Yeah. Oh, what's it like filming a movie, No Greater Love, and when does it come out? So No Greater Love, I'm glad you asked, Madison. No Greater Love is coming out in January 19th to be exact. It's coming straight to DVD. They wanted to get a theatrical release, but the climate right now in the film world is not so great, and they weren't able to get the theatrical release that they wanted. So it's going to be coming out straight for DVD, and they're doing a really huge push in the churches, and it's a very, very family safe, very family friendly movie, a very positive message, and you're going to be able to see me in a completely different role. I mean, Heather Stroud that I play in the movie is nothing at all like Amanda. She made some really bad choices, and then later on in life, she left her husband and her baby, and later on in life she gets an opportunity to to meet up with them again 10 years later, and at that point she's become a Christian, and she's changed her whole life around. And so it's a movie about redemption and a second chance at first love, and these two people, really face to make a very challenging decision on what they want to do, and it's a really beautiful, very sweet story. So you all can, and I'll make sure I send out a Facebook blast and a Twitter blast, and you'll all know in January they're doing a big push so that for Valentine's Day they want to have this big kind of like love story family movie thing. So make sure you all run out and rent your copy of No Greater Love. You'll probably be able to buy it on Amazon, and I don't know if you're able to download the movie, but I'll make sure that I give you everywhere in which you can find it. So that would mean a lot to me if you guys could watch my movie, because it meant a lot to me to make it. So this is me from Anita Danielle. I like the episode from last night with the large banana hello. Oh yeah, wasn't that hilarious, Anita? When I'm sitting there and the big banana hello with the chocolate berry bum bums comes, and it's just this huge sundae, and I'm just sitting there very nonchalantly taking a big bite of this ice cream. That we actually got a really good laugh out of that when we were filming it. Can you follow me on Twitter? Yeah, you can. Yes, I will, Nicholas. I will follow you on Twitter. Carrie Old, her on the phone, how her name was pronounced. I told her. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Sally. Sally did tell me Kari. I was calling you Carrie, but it's Kari. Thank you, Sally. You are amazing. I can't wait to watch True Jackson again. I think we have a new episode coming up next week, too. There's 2 more episodes that you guys haven't seen yet, and then we move into the new shows that we've been filming. We've got 3 under our belt, and then come Monday we have a new one. What's it like working with Kiki, Matt, and Ashley? I love those kids. Kiki, Matt, and Ashley they're all little consummate professionals. Matt's a little bit of a goofball, let's be honest. But Kiki and Ashley are 2 of the sweetest girls. I love them like they're my little sisters. And it amazes me that they're going to school, getting A's and B's in their classes, and memorizing scripts where it's primarily about the kids. I mean, we all wish the whole show could be about Amanda, but it's not.